This is bizarre. I have titled it Decorating My Christmas Tree, and I've just for the last 15 minutes got my phone ready, and it keeps jumping back to, do I want to be a guest? And it won't let me broadcast from my phone. I've done it before on my phone, but it wouldn't give me that bit where I can, oh, my legs are killing me because I'm bending down. It wouldn't give me that section where I can go on as the person doing the live. I don't know what I've done. So I've grabbed my laptop and let's decorate the Christmas tree. So yeah, I've never unplugged my laptop before. It's a bit dodgy. Let me know you can hear me, because I couldn't do any checks before I started. So let's start the intro. Okay, so hopefully I've got a comment. Please tell me you can hear me. Can you hear me all right, Steve? Because I've just had great difficulties. Just let me know you can hear me. And then I've decorated all the rest of the room today. I wasn't going to do any decorating for Christmas this year because I just wasn't up for it. Well, up to it, not up for it. And I just can't bear not to, but I'm a lot better. Thanks, Steve. And before I carry on, let me tell you, Steve's got a really great video today. I don't know if he put it up today, but I watched it today, and go and watch it. It's a really great place. I forget what it's called. It's the goat place. Put your link up, Steve. And while you're doing that, I shall start decorating the tree. I will keep coming and looking at the chat. And I've got some Christmas music to play while I'm doing that. So let's get going with that. Hey, Desert Adventures in Arizona. Hi to you. Hi to you. Thank you for being here. Coombs, he says. Okay, so let's get going with some background music. He's drawn this. Okay, I'm just going to look at your comments, turn the music off because I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know how loud that is. Stephen, Tina, Jill saying hi, Dawn. Steve said Coombs was the place. Desert Adventures in Arizona's here. There's a link. Wow. It says Desert Adventures in Arizona. Wow. Okay. Wow. Whatever. Sorry, wrong button. Let's see. Hear you okay, thanks. Yeah, I wasn't sure if the music's too loud if I leave that one I'm talking to. So we'll keep going back, checking out the comments. I don't know if you can see that one, but that one says our first Christmas together. So that's pretty cool. We've got some more comments. Let me see. Desert Adventures in Arizona, Steve saying we still have our decorations our grandkids made years ago. They enjoy seeing them on our tree every year. Steve's going live later. Steve says we put our tree up on Saturday. As I say, I normally put it up not long after my birthday, but physically I wasn't able to do it. And I was like, said to Mike, shall we not do it? And he said, you do what you want, darling. I'm not bothered either way. So, because I have to do it all. So, but I feel fine today. So I switched around and that's what we're doing. Steve said put ours up yesterday. Yes. Someone's going to say to me in a minute, you put the lights on first. And yes, of course there's lights because I'm a great lover of coloured lights. Can you guess why there's no lights on there yet? See if anyone can guess in the comments why there's no lights yet. This one, my friend gave me, I hope you can see all right. I can't move you too much or you miss the tree. This my friend gave me 2 or 3 years ago, and it's from there. This just shows it's not my light ring that makes it all funny then, because I haven't got my light ring, from the cat sanctuary. So there's that. Comments. Is it with built-in lights? Kind of. Not these modern ones. You'll see no power, says Steve. Well, I might be off grid, but I've always got power. Steve saying, Desert Adventures in Arizona saying, I put lights on our front gates. The neighbours really enjoy them. No point us putting lights outside because no one lives in our village. It's not a drive-through village, our abandoned village. If you drive through here, it doesn't go anywhere. It's just to farms. So, yeah, built-in lights, kind of. What sort of lights then? Can you guess what sort of lights? Haha. They're angels. Let me see. Where are we? Steve says kids are not so excited this year. No lights outside this year. Could be I can't get a ladder at the moment. Thought Robocop could do all sorts of things. Desert Island Ventures in Arizona says good ideas. Steve, stay grounded for now. Steve says our tree has built-in lights. What colour are my lights? Steve says, Steve, I've just realised. Desert Adventures in Arizona says our tree is 20 years old and shredding like crazy. Trees are so expensive these days. This I've had, when I was working in education, because I worked for the borough, you got a Christmas shopping day where if you went to the borough to shop, you got a discount on everything on a special day for Christmas shopping. And I bought this. So this has been with me years. Lights are white. No, not white. I do colour. I used to have in England like red fake candles, and you might see some pictures now and then when I put up like a Christmas thumbnail. If you see all red lights, that was from then. I got this tree then, and when I got it out today, I got it out earlier so it was ready to put up. The floor is covered in green. The floor was covered. So yeah, they shred the older they get. If they're red, keep them away from the window. Trust you, Steve. Okay. So yeah, I've got baubles now. Baubles. Desert Adventures in Arizona says we're back home. Had to attend Christmas music programs at the grandkids' schools. Nice. Okay, baubles. Because my tree used to be Victorian, a Victorian looking tree in my Victorian house. That's why I had red fake candles. Oh, I'm stuck now. Oh. Oh, I love coming back, seeing comments. I've got heart ones now, similar sort of designs, like Edwardian-y, Victorian-y type designs. Steve and Tina Joel say, I'm glad no more Christmas plays at the school for a few more years. No. Oh, and I've decided next year I'm going to do Vlogmas, but I'm going to do the real Vlogmas. Some people get confused with Vlogmas. The real Vlogmas is every day of December. Some people say it's just up to Christmas Day. No, it's every day of December. I've checked with YouTube. And the reason they say it was every day of December is because ad revenue is really low, because a lot of people, particularly after Christmas Day, they do videos up to Christmas Day and then everyone takes a break. And so they invented Vlogmas to make people film for every day of December, i.e. after Christmas, don't take a break. I'm going to do Vlogmas next year, and I've got a really cool idea that I haven't seen anyone do before for Vlogmas. And yes, it will be Christmassy. Vlogmas is supposed to be Christmassy, not just put a video up every day. So I'm going to do it next year. I've planned it today. If I'd have thought earlier, I probably would have done it this year. And they're going to be live, but Christmassy. So yeah, that will be coming on. Very nice, says Steve. Cool. Bit more music, and I'll come back to you if you comment. These, my big sister bought for me, quite a few Christmases ago. Special sister, Merry Christmas. Aren't they cute? So they're going up next. My legs hurt tomorrow. It's from this. This is one of my favourite ones. I've got a little thing about Christmas reindeers. This is one of my favourite ones. So he's going to go near the front for sure. He's sweet. Stephen Tina Jewel say Ethan has put his H-scale train under the tree. I'm going to add some light, see if I can make a little video. That would be sweet. G-scale. Yes, you'll notice I put soft toys underneath. We don't have presents. We don't have presents, so I hated that the first year no one bought me anything, and I couldn't bear the tree bare underneath, so that's why I put the toys underneath now. So that's those. Okay, Steve says, Stephen Tina Jill, got to get some stocking stuffers for the tree. Might get the Christmas atmosphere started. Cool. Desert Adventures in Arizona says, beautiful tree. We enjoy the memories as we decorate too. Merry Christmas, Dawn. Oh, thank you. All the best to you too. So the next box I've got, again, I think my big sister got me these ones. Sheep, of course, and they're all in different positions. This is a workout. Keep me down to talk to you. My legs are going to kill me tomorrow. I have to push on the coffee tables right here. I have to push on that to get up. He's like, sweet. This one's upside down. He sort of swings upside down. This one there. They're all different sort of positions. And in England, they got Wallace and Gromit on a brand new one on Christmas Day. So if it's under an hour, we can watch that. Yeah, Shaun the Sheep. That's what it reminds me of. Shaun the Sheep. So I'll get those ones up. I'll give you the music. Oh, let's give you a little interlude while I'm doing that one. Just lost my mouse mat. Let's give you a little interlude bit. Where's my little Christmas interludes I made? This one. Oh. And while I'm doing these, I've got a little promo of something you might like to watch that's on my other channel over Christmas. So do go and check that out. It's the Gingerbread Men story. It's really funny. It does carry on. So the story of what happens to the gingerbread man, you might actually like that. It's quite good fun. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, and see if you can guess what's going on the top of my tree before I get to that, because that has to be last. Now we've got these, which are snowflakes. Snowflakes. Let's give you a little interlude while I'm doing these. In the old days, I used to always go around and really set everything out, but I think sometimes random is the better way. We'd have balanced everything out. And how finicky are you with your trees? Of course, if you've got grandchildren and they help out, then I would expect your trees are very random. I know my mum's got so much stuff on the tree now that it takes her hours, and the tree's absolutely loaded with stuff, and she gets bored doing it. And even the grandchildren now get bored doing it as well. So how finicky are you with your tree? Does it have to be set colours, or is it random? Do you have a theme? As some of you have said, that your grandchildren make stuff and that all goes on the tree. So let me know about what your trees are actually like, how random they are. Let's have a look. Comments. Steve and Tina Jewel say star. You think a star's going on the top? No, not a star. And I'll show you, if I find it, what used to go on top, but now it's something else. And I'll explain why that is as well. So let's have a look. So still going with the snowflakes. What do you like best on my tree so far? Not tons more to go. Not tons more. Just try and make sure I don't put the same things near each other. And always decorate all around your tree. I don't leave any gaps. Just seeing where I haven't got one of these too much together. One in there. Don't leave any gaps. I just try and make me bend down all the time. Steve and Tina Jewel say we have a 7-foot 6-inch tree, but put it in the 7-foot bay window. Had to cut off the top 6 inches to fit it in. No room for a star or fairy. Well, my story about what goes on top my tree, I will tell you what you could get. I'll tell you what you could get with that. This is the last of the snowflakes. I think I've got so many around this side. Let's put one around there. Okay, what else have we got? What is that? Interesting. I don't know what this is. Tag on. Oh, I know what this is. Being a dance teacher, you always get gifts from children, pupils, dancing things. So I always got given different dancey type tree ornaments. That's what this is, a pack of all different ones I got. Oh, that one's hard to open. Can't get the thing open to hang it. There. So yeah, always got dancey type things, Christmas ornaments. So this is a whole bag of those. So we've got another one there. Don't know how well you can see these things. What about if I put it in front of my body? You might be able to see it a little bit better there. That's that one. And I have just put something up in my filming studio. So we have a decoration in there. It's rather large. It's not a tree, but it's rather large. And the size of this tree is because it was the biggest one you could get with the type of lights that are on this. So that dominated the size of what tree I had, basically. Oh, this one I like, of course, because put in front of me and then you can see on my dark legs, reindeer. I like reindeers. I think I've got less this side than the other side. And I think when I've finished today, I'm going to put the fire on so you can see my fire. And can you see the door here? Yes, the door here, that's where Mike's room is. Because some of you wonder where his room is in relation to the house. I'm in my winter lounge. Let's put it in front of my legs. So I've got quite a few of these sugar plum nutcracker, sugar plum fairy nutcracker ornaments. Because everyone thinks they're original when they buy you something. So I've got quite a few of those. So it's those ones. See, I haven't got anything around the back. So there's always something. There's another one of these ones. These are all different. They're all different. And that's the other thing with a smaller tree, is it doesn't take you quite as long. I have to be careful because, yes, you can see the fire there. I can't have the tree too close to the fire, and of course Mike has to get through that door. So, oh, these are sweet. So let me get them all out and I can show you them. So my big sister made me, when I had my dogs, if you watch my other channel, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, you'll know I had Yorkshire Terriers, and my big sister made these, Pip and Paws. So they were my first two Yorkshire Terrier dogs. And then I bought myself lots of these little stockings. They're all different, but lots of stockings there. So let's give you another little interlude while I'm doing those. Okay, so I'm still doing the stockings, hanging those up, just as I say, trying to make sure all spaces have something. So there's no spaces at all. We're out on the tree. Seems to be a bit of a space of the tree itself around the back here. There we go, put another one around there. Two more of these. Go up. Yes, if you're lucky, Steve, you will see Mike come out of his room at some point. He's got his headphones on at the moment, so there's no guarantee. Don't know, he's watching a film, I think he said he was doing. Watching a film. Right, we're nearly there. Oh, they're the gold ones. the simple little ones that Mike had. These I don't put on the tree anymore. I just leave them out in the basket. These are kind of corn ones, I guess you could call them. I just leave those in the basket. And what else we got? Ah, right. This is what used to be on my tree when I made the Victorian tree. As you know, my birthday is the 6th of December, which is St. Nicholas Day. So I had this, I found it and bought it, and it is St. Nicholas. So that is what I got, and that used to always go on top of my tree, St. Nicholas, because my birthday was St. Nicholas Day, 6th of December. And then I got this tree, which is a fibre optic tree. And when it lit up at night, you couldn't see the top of the tree topper, because he doesn't light up. So I then got, and I'll show you in a minute, a fibre optic fairy. And there was a different fairy I wanted to get, and this is the one Steve could use if he can't fit the fairy on top of the tree. I kind of wish I'd bought it now, but I didn't. It was mechanical, and you fixed it inside the middle of the tree, and it was a fairy, and you turned it on, and every so often, the fairy would go up as if she's trying to get on top of the tree. And then sometime later, she would suddenly come down the tree. It was really cool. I wish I'd got that now, but I didn't, because as I say, I wanted to get a fibre optic topper. So I'll show you in a minute my fibre optic fairy. So St. Nicholas just stands on top of my fireplace now. He's very light, but one time I dropped him and his face shattered. It was porcelain. So I found a picture of St. Nicholas, a magazine or something. I can't remember where I saw it. So I cut it out. It just fitted, and I put like cotton wool around him, and here's St. Nicholas again. So he's had a face transformation. So I'm just going to pop him up on top of the fireplace. Let's put him in the middle. Put him up there. So I would say overall, he's my favourite thing. I have this as well, this Father Christmas that sits on the shelf on the top of the fireplace. He was very expensive, and he sits on the fireplace. So I've got him as well. But I would say if I have to choose one decoration, it's that St. Nicholas I've showed you. And what I have now is the fibre optic fairy. Now, the only problem with this is it now doesn't work because the battery doesn't work anymore. And I contacted the company because we couldn't get the battery size here, and they can't send the batteries to Cyprus because there's a problem with posting batteries. So you can see her wings all lit up, fibre optic wings, but she now doesn't light up anymore. So she just sits on top of the tree. But I did have her light up for many years, and all her dress lights up fibre optic when she works, but we can't get the right battery size here for her anymore. So she just sits on top of the tree. There. And then to finish off my tree, I always do this, so they're not too tangly. Around the top parts, I put this, like a little chain of stars, goes around the top, and I just do that kind of drapey effect thing. I do that. Just do little tiny drapey bits for a couple of rows, ups and downs over the top of everything. I have two of those. Go around the top level. around there. Oops. There. Just go around and make it quite sparkly. And then to finish off, before I put the lights on, I have, you know me and lights, colour lights. I've got hologram tinsel. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's hologram tinsel. I always start at the bottom for this. Oh, my cat's a problem. Well, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. They haven't climbed the tree yet. I think of all of them, I would say possibly Kit is the one I would have to watch more because he's quite new to Christmas. Mr. Colin Waffles, yeah, I suppose he would probably go for it as well. Pebbles wouldn't. When we had Fossil, she used to go under the tree and sit with all the toys. And I do have a photo where I didn't realise she was there, and I took a photo of the tree. And then I found afterwards she was actually laying under the tree with all the toys. That's how I found out that she was doing that. So that was quite funny. So yeah, I'm fairly lucky really then with my cats that they're not that bad. Not that bad. So saying that now, I probably jinxed it. We'll probably find that they will go on the tree. And do be careful if you've got pets, if you put shop clips or something on your tree. Do be careful, obviously. A lot of stuff is poisonous to them. So I'm sure you know that if you've got pets. Bones, if you have meat, obviously watch the bones. So do take care of your pets at Christmas. There. I do have some gold or some green, but these were just going elsewhere. So let's pop the light on. That's about all I'm going to do with that. As I say, I decorated the rest of my house today, and I just left the tree to do for my live. Let's have a look. Look at your chat. Where are we? Steve says, laugh out loud. This is about, I keep my eyes open. Yeah, I've never seen it again. Shame about the batteries. Yeah, I don't know what they are. But mine went everywhere. I don't have the bit of paper in there. See if it says on the box. Mine went absolutely everywhere. Oh, it's a bulb. It's not a battery. It's a bulb, the size bulb. It's a bulb. No, it's the size of the bulb. I don't know what size bulb it is. Bulb. Halogen lamp, 12 volt, 5 volt. Halogen lamp, 12 volt, 5 watt. Premier catalogue number RL1205. Anyway, it's a bulb. It's not a battery. It's a bulb. Steve saying tinsel makes a good touch. Yes, let's pop the lights on. Let's turn my main light out and have a little looky. How's that? I don't know if you can see the changing colour. Oh, I can move you, can't I? I can move you. Very nice, says Steve. Okay, I think I'm going to light the fire. Let me go and turn the lights on. And then I will light the fire. What's that on? Oh, I'm trying to stand the laptop on the mouse now. Let me put the lights on more so I can see what I'm doing. Where are you? Oh, yes, you can see the fire and the tree. Oh, look at that. And I've got wooden stuff here. Look, we've had the fire once this year so far, just once. Don't really need it today. It rained today. So I thought, let's put the fire on for you. So let's do that. Whenever I finish a fire, I always rebuild it. Obviously, I let it cool down in the ash. Oh, let me show you this. My big sister for my 60th came in the post. She doesn't live in Cyprus. And I opened it up. It just all popped out there. So I got a birthday card from my big sister. It's a mix here, birthday cards and Christmas cards. I got a birthday card from friends in England. She remembered it was my 60th. So I got a card there with 60 on. And the other birthday card I got was from one of my friends in Cyprus. And she did know. Did she put 60th inside? No, but she did know. She did know it was my 60th. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Christmas cards. So they fit nicely on there. There. And the poinsettias, you can't see. There, the poinsettias. I say poinsettias, that's not right. I got 2 of them free from the garden centre because I bought a lot of seeds. She gave me one. I think I told you this. She gave me one for buying lots of seeds. And I said, oh, that's lovely. It's my 60th birthday. And she said, oh, well, then I'll give you another one. So we've got 2. I've got one in here and one in the kitchen. Watch Dawn play with fire. Watch Dawn play with fire. And as you can see, lots of pine cones from the garden. Old paper that I've written on several times. Written on the paper several times because we use old envelopes and old paper, and then we write on it again. And then when we've written on it again, I either shred it and use it in the garden, or else, if it's this time of year, I use it for starter. Right, I can sit down and read your comments properly now. I do have a video of my fire. So if any of you want a link for that, you want it on in your background over Christmas or anything like that, then do let me know and I'll give you the link to it if you'd like to just watch the fire. The tree and the fire. Feel free to take a snapshot. Let's turn the light out for a second. Nice. God, it's very hot. That is the only heating in our whole house. Steve and Tina Jules say we switched the TV on with a YouTube fireplace now. Yeah, you should use Dawn's channel one, then I get views. Actually, from there, it looks smoky on my screen. Just here, looks smoky. It's not. Steve says, well now, if you want a fire to watch, yes. I think it's on this channel. I'll have to put the link up next time. Put a link up. So that is me with everything done. Oh, those big candy canes I got out at the beginning were in that box. They need to hang somewhere. I'll probably hang those on my bookshelves. They need to hang there. Steve says, does look smoky from here. Yeah, I guarantee it's not. I think it's the heat on the laptop. Let's take you over here a bit. It's not smoky at all. I think it's the heat on the laptop, because my laptop does not like heat. Yes. Does that look not smoky now? That looked not smoky. Oh, so yes, I don't know what happened with the phone. Really don't know what happened with the phone at all. I've done a live before. That's better. Oh, that way, yeah. Yeah. It's all dry wood. There I go. That does look better from here as well. Should really talk to you this way round. There you can see the fire. Let me just go and put a bit more on there. And it's nice and warm when light comes. We don't buy wood. All wood is from our land. We don't buy any wood. We are so lucky in that respect. Pine cones and wood. We are so lucky. And we will never run out. My phrase is, we're good for wood. We're good for wood. So many pine cones. So many pine cones. Oh, there. So I waited to see how long that took me to decorate the tree. Yeah, I did start pretty much straight away, didn't I? Yeah, turn you that way. There we go. How's that? Yeah, as I said, I don't know what happened. If Blue was on, she'd be like, hun, hun, you just do blah, blah. But when I went on the StreamYard on my phone, where you normally do StreamYard and you've got the choice of, I think it's because I've got more than one channel, it came up again like I was the visitor, didn't give me choices, and it told me my last StreamYard live had finished. I don't know. I got on it before for a Friday one. And my plan for next year was to do a lot of my Friday ones now live and go walking around the garden and going for a walk and all that. So I'll have to figure that out. Steve says heating here about $200 a month. We don't have that sort of money, so we would be one of those who just couldn't have heating. We never intended to live an off-grid life. It kind of fell into our laps. This was a property we really liked. We didn't know anything about off-grid or solar or anything like that. We learnt, and thank goodness that's what we did. Even with no income, we struggled during COVID. If you see the video, we got down to our absolute last 30 euros, and we were panicking basically. We wouldn't have been able to afford to eat, but there's a whole video on that. So if we hadn't have lived like this, I don't know, we wouldn't be existing by now. Don't get me wrong, it's not free to living off grid, because we need the generator to operate the borehole, because our borehole is 650 feet deep. You can't just use a solar pump to pump the water up. It's too deep. There's nothing powerful enough to draw it up. So we have to have the generator, and that means we have to have diesel, because diesel operates the borehole, the pump for the borehole. So we've got that to pay out. Obviously, living remotely and very rural, we have to have a car. There's no public transport walkable. So we do have to have a car. As I always say, if something happens to Michael, he can't drive anymore, we are absolutely stuck. That's why I'm always talking to you, Steve, about electric bikes, because I understand, I think you have to have a license to go on the road with those, but being rural, 90% of a journey we can go up the mountain to a shop up there. So, I mean, it's got to be an electric bike. There is a possibility of that. What else do we have to pay for? Obviously, with the car, there's tax and insurance and all that stuff. We have to pay for the internet. That is my lifeline. And as you know, I make a little bit of money on that now, so that's pretty cool. I don't get the money back for the internet, but if that goes towards that, that makes that quite good. Property taxes, 20 euros a year. 20 euros a year because it's agricultural. So, but we get nothing for that. We're basically just paying for the land as such. So we don't get refuse. What's the other things you get? We've got no water. We've got no electric. Oh, we have to pay for the gas, like a gas, like colour gas, like a gas canister. What do you call them? We have to pay for that because that's our cooker. 450 a month for dollars. Well, Steve. Obviously, if the solar breaks down, we are really needing more panels and more batteries. We do have to pay for those, but that kind of counteracts itself by what you save by having that. So we don't have any of that to worry about. Well, we do, but that hospital, it's like private, as in the standard is private, but you don't pay much at all. You pay between 6 and 10 euros, let's say, per time you go, whether it be a full operation or whatever else. When I got my flu jab, that was free. So a lot of things you don't pay for. But mostly if you go to hospital, it's about 5 or 6 euros, regardless of how many x-rays you have, treatment you have, whatever else. When Mike's had all his 4 operations, I will then give you a roundup of how much that will cost. You pay a contribution towards prescription. So Mike's better telling you, but you pay a very small percentage of any prescriptions. But as I say, the care is like private, but it's almost free to use, and you get seen straight away. So if you've got something wrong with you, we're not talking accident, we're saying you're not well or something, or you've hurt your leg, you go to the doctor. The doctor then puts your number if you belong, which we do because we're full residents here. So you get a number, they call it GESI. You've got a GESI number if you're a full-time resident in Cyprus, regardless of your nationality. So you're paying taxes or whatever else. And we had to show papers to show we lived here and all that kind of thing. And so you go to the doctor. The doctor then puts your number in the computer, and then she gives you a referral for what she thinks you need, if you need an x-ray or you need to see a specialist, whatever she says. But it's just logged on the computer that she's giving you a referral. And then you can go on your own computer and choose anyone in the country that is signed up to be part of this GESI system. So you can say, oh, I want that specialist, or I like that hospital. You are not limited to go where a lot of countries you have to go to either your local one or they tell you where to go. So you can go anywhere, and then it's your choice then. So you've got no comeback of you didn't like the treatment or whatever. You get seen literally in days, and then what you do is you turn up there and they type in, oh yes, you could come here, you've had a referral. So almost your doctor is your referral to see somebody else. You can't just turn up somewhere. Apart from if it's an accident or emergency, you can go to the hospital. They ask you for your GESI number. If you've got it, as I say, it's about 5 or 6 euros, regardless of x-rays or anything else they do for you. And if you don't have a GESI number, then you have to pay like if you didn't live here or tourist. Steve says 2 weeks to get an appointment for a doctor here. Good grief. There's no appointments to see the doctor. No appointments at all. You just turn up and take your turn. So if you time it right, you know what day they're probably not busy early, say on a Tuesday morning, midweek. You turn up, no one's waiting there, then you go straight in. And we're lucky because we're rural. Our nearest doctor that we've signed up for is not that far away. What will we say? 15, 20 minutes away, which is nothing to us. It's quite near the salvage dump where we go. So we tend to tie that in. And as I say, you just go there. And because it's a fairly rural area, there's not many people anyway. So let's say the whole area district went there, you still won't wait very long at all. Happy to take who you could get. Yeah, our doctor we've chosen, so you always go to your doctor. Many with no GP doctor, goodness. And again, the doctors have to be part of GESI, and she signed up to be part of GESI. So as long as your doctor is part of GESI, then you can choose any doctor. And I guess you could change, if you didn't like them, I guess you could change your doctor as well. Steve says often it's getting to be a telephone doctor call. Oh, that's not allowed here. I know that's like England. No, you have to physically see a doctor. You can't phone up here and say your symptoms or anything. And again, they can't refer you if they haven't seen you. I don't know what happens if you're unable to get to a doctor. I'm going to guess they say go to hospital if you're that bad. I don't know. I'll have to find that out, what happens if you can't physically get to a doctor. I mean, I was going to say I'm on my own and I don't drive, I couldn't get to the doctor. But Cyprus is one of these countries that is still very much neighbourly. So there would be somebody that would come and get you. So I guess, yeah, unless you're totally bedridden, then I assume you should be in hospital. I don't know. I'll have to find that out. Okay. I've just seen we're well over my hour. Thank you so much for being here, those that popped in. Before I go, I must play this. I must play this before we go. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Must play this. This is important. It's not down the bottom. Don't know why I'm looking down the bottom. It's up near the top, I'm sure. Here it is. I must play this. Yay! Yay! Yay, says Steve. Steve saying just a few years ago had walk-in clinics. Often it's getting to be a telephone doctor called bad government here. Yeah, we're lucky. We are lucky. I know there's a lot of situations elsewhere. But yeah, it's definitely a country to come to. As I say, you've got to be a full resident here. You can't have a holiday home here. But if you're looking for your health for the future, Cyprus is definitely a huge consideration for sure. Okay, I'm going to finish there. As I say, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to those of you watching back later. I really appreciate that as well. Don't forget to leave me a comment so I know you were here watching. And what are we doing Wednesday? Oh, I think on Wednesday I might show you some of the things I've bought for Christmas, as in little fancy drinks and crisp and things like that. So that's it. Steve's saying budget gone to heck here. Yeah, certainly has. Yeah, so I think that. So tell me about your preps for Christmas, how they're going. And until next time, Meraki.